We've got three great individuals sitting right next to you, Rob. We have Mark Sullivan, we have Brandon Hine, and we have Stuart McLaughlin down there. You guys are here to talk about the International Academy of Design and Technology, the digital production program that is being offered there. Tell us, there's so many digital classes and programs offered at IADT. Tell us specifically about digital production.
The digital production is students like Stu and Brandon, who they're aspiring filmmakers, and they want to see if they can take the dreams and the visions they have and turn them into reality. And what we do at IADT is we give them the opportunity to learn cinematography, lighting, editing, writing, script writing, pre-production planning, all the things that are really necessary, and then put the tools in their hands so they can do it. Now, these two young men, they've got some projects they've done. I've had them in some classes, and they've shown some talent. I don't want to say it too loudly because their heads are already ready to explode. But and they've got some good things going. And I think that, honestly, with the opportunities we present by giving them the tools to work with, it gives them a leg up on students from other schools.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, what a great compliment coming from a professor, right? You know what I mean? That's like pretty cool there. And then I'm sure you probably just give them the cash or the check or whatever it is later. But I've had the opportunity to work with Brandon on some volunteer stuff that we did for the IADT Awards, in which we utilize a lot of community involvement with. And he was the first one up there and the last one to leave at the end of the day, schlepping, carrying, and making things happen. And that's what.
Boy.
And yes, and that's what makes it. That's what makes someone successful in this business, is getting out there, making things happen, and getting involved with the community and being part of it, and that's great. But my question is, after my compliment, my first question, which usually takes me about 45 minutes to come up with, is how do you teach someone to be creative?
Actually, you don't teach them to be creative; they already are.
Okay.
You figure out how to direct them, what to do with the creativity, how to get it into some kind of a form where they can do something with it. We start off with a pre-production class, and they start off with script writing. They learn about cinematography, they learn about lighting, and then what we try and do is get them to understand that there's pictures up here, and what they have to do is they have to get them on the medium that they want to put the finished product on. And again, giving them the tools that they can use to work with, and letting them understand that they're going to make mistakes, and it's okay. Because in our environment, where they are in their learning, it's okay to make mistakes because they'll learn from the mistakes.
Of course.
You know, we have some B-roll that you guys talked about earlier. Why don't we roll to that? I don't believe there's any audio to it, so we can talk over it, and you can tell us exactly what Betraying Brotherhood is.
Yeah. Was that shot at the Rusty Pelican by any chance?
No, that was actually a...
Down in Davis Island.
Yeah, Davis Island.
Davis
Island Garden Club.
Anyway.
Yeah, this is me. I wrote and directed this. Brandon was my producer. Jason Ellis is starring. It's we wanted to go, try to get a noir, black, white, classic kind of feel, and I think we managed to, get as best we could.
Give us a little detail. So this is, how long is this program? How long did it take you to pre-pro it? How many casts did you have, crew, that sort of thing?
I think there was maybe 4 people on the crew, 2 stars. This is a class where we had to write and direct, and do the whole project. We had to film this in one day.
Right.
So we filmed the whole thing one day. It was probably about 6 hours, but went off without.
What'd you shoot on?
It's just a DVX.
DVX?
Yeah, 100.
Now, I think, Brandon, we have something for you that we're going to roll to, and you can tell us about your piece, and then tell us, again, the details about it.
Well, for this one, Inchmark was based on a dream that I had when I was a kid. And
awesome.
This is kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to come to school and be able to get some of this stuff in my head out. Of course, he produced it in the same class. Out of about 12 people, we all had to come up with our own individual projects and get them all done within 1 quarter, which is about 2 months,
11 weeks,
11 weeks, a little over a month, and this is that's the product of it. That little kid came out. I was kind of worried that I wasn't gonna find a kid, and he came out and was just he's a little up.
And he hit it.
He nailed it. He did it perfect, and I'm really happy with a lot of people at school when they saw this, they were just cheering me on because it was one of those. I won an experimental award for it, and a lot of people didn't think I was gonna be able to pull it off because it was so out there. And I did, so I was kind of proud of myself, and a lot of people were kind of pulling for me, so kind of got paid off that way.
Besides the obvious talent and taking these movies and having them in a portfolio and going out and shopping yourself, when you graduate, are you going to graduate with, let's just step back to IADT, because you guys are an enormous aggregate for talent, and then getting it into the community, and we like to think ourselves that we are we're advocates of keeping it in the community, and that's why we love sponsor things and utilizing young talent and making sure let people grow, give them opportunities. What kind of degree do people get out of here? How long does it take? And well, there are 2 degree programs. There's the digital production, which is a 2-year associate's program, and then there's the digital filmmaking, which is a bachelor's program. And again, it's the traditional 4-year type program, and it takes some work. The nice thing for me is I do work in our production community, and so having people like this, and Brandon's been on productions with me. Stu not yet, but it's just
coming.
a
matter
of time. I'm waiting for that invitation.
He's waiting for the invitation. And it's nice because for me, in the business, people call and say, I need some people. Who can you recommend? And I'm like, I've got some really great young people who are not afraid to work. They can walk onto a set. They know what to do. They don't just stand around with a clipboard and
take time code numbers, right?
Well, even if they're taking time code
that's
properly,
still something. You're right.
But my students, when they walk in, they understand the local production community. They understand what their jobs are. They understand that their part in the whole thing is important, and I expect them to do good work.
So
good.
Brandon and Stuart.
Good.
Stu,
That's right
I'm
on.
sorry.
Right.
How many years do you have left at IADT, and or with whatever degree you're pursuing? And then what's next for you? Are you going to stay here locally, or are you hoping to go to California?
No, actually, I have about a year left.
So
I've been making my way through the the Tampa
area.
Yeah, so it all depends on what comes across the way.
Part of it too, you get here and you start meeting these people, and at first you don't know, and you climb your way through. You're the PA, go get me some coffee. Till hey, you're actually doing something semi-important. You can see a progression that
sure
it does happen, and you get here and you don't want to just leave all that behind and go somewhere else and have to start all over again. What's your name? Where's the water fountain? I hate being lost all the time. So that's part of it too.
It's funny that Rob brought up the Addies, because we perhaps will be calling on you guys again late
will.
December, early January.
We won't have to call these guys. He emails me every now and then, just let me know that he's still alive and what's going on.
Give us some contact information on how people can enroll in the digital production program, and how do they call? What website?
The first thing is they can go to the Academy website, and of course I'm sitting here as a staff and faculty member going, what is it? I know
question.
IADT.org or something like that.
Academy.edu.
That's what it is, academy.edu.
And or you can call, and again the information is on the website, and talk to the people in the student services or the registrar's office. We've got a lot of programs, great programs. We have a fabulous digital photography program. We've got graphic
We've had
design.
one of those students on not too long ago, actually.
A wonderful, we've got web, we've got graphic, interior design, audio.
Fashion.
Yeah.
Fashion. We have an annual event called Strut.
Yep.
Killer.
We were
Killer
familiar with
stuff,
that.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Been involved
it's
with
a
it.
fabulous event, and it happens, of course, it's already passed for this year,
Right.
but keep your eyes out for it. But, contact the school, get information. If you've got a creative vision, I think that, not to knock any of the other local schools, but what we can give people is more hands-on, put the stuff, we're working HD now.
Right.
We've got HDV cameras. The students will learn how to shoot HDV.
And then edit in HDV, which is
edit in HDV. So we're shooting 16:9. They're working with lighting, not just lighting like in a studio environment, but actually going out film style on location lighting.
I think it's amazing. I went to the academy.edu website and I took a look at some of the samples that you guys had on the digital production side of it, and these students are amazing. So somebody's doing a good job over there. Thank you all. Congratulations on the stuff that you showed us today.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having us.
It was.
Your portfolio. Congratulations.
We'll see you again. We'll see you guys soon.
Hope so, yeah.
December, January, we'll be calling you.
Give us a call.
We'll be around.
They're coming.
They're coming.
Yes, they are.